Hi, I'm Bob Vasquez with a random thought. Time flies when you're having fun. Well, I have to admit that it's true. It was just yesterday that I was awakened at 3 o'clock in the morning by my new mother and father yelling, "Get up!" at me and about 60 other of my new brothers. I'll always remember Tech Sergeant Partridge. We called him by his first name, Sergeant. Sergeant Partridge's favorite admonishment was, "Smoke 'em if you got 'em." He always had 'em. He smoked like a chimney. The good thing is that he couldn't march the flight and smoke at the same time. So we got a lot of breaks so that he could smoke them. Yeah, that was just yesterday. Time flies. I've never been that lucky guy who wins raffles, door prizes, and radio contests and such, but I did win the lottery. Not that one, the draft lottery. Several thousand of us had deferments from being drafted because we were in college. Well, for some reason, unbeknownst to any of us, Richard Nixon decided to do away with those deferments in September of 1971. One of my favorite Earth, Wind, and Fire songs is September. The lyrics begin with, "Do you remember?" Yeah, I remember that September. I won the lottery. I was about to get drafted. Didn't particularly like the idea of going into the Army and heading to Vietnam. Luckily, I joined the Air Force band program. They needed a bassoonist, and I knew a guy. I took a plane from El Paso, Texas to San Antonio, Texas on 1 February 1972. That's where I met Sergeant Partridge. Here I am, 54 years later, having served 50 years on active duty and as an Air Force civilian. How time flies. I'm going to estimate that 99% of that time was fun. There were some times that I wished I'd gone to Mexico or Canada. I could have fit right in Mexico. I knew the language, but it wasn't my style of living. There's no way that I could have fit in Canada, and I didn't speak a lick of French or whatever they speak. I did have a beer or 10 with some Canadian Air Force band guys, though, by the end of which I was saying a lot. Time flies. I blinked, and here I am. Time flies when you're having fun and when you're getting old, or so I hear. Until next memory, I'm Bob Vasquez.